Hi, I'm Virginia Filicetti. I am the Marketing and Events Manager at the DeKalb Chamber of Commerce. I'm here with Denise Bodda, who's going to talk about one of our 31st ATHENA finalists. We will be having our ATHENA ceremony on Tuesday, October 20th on our DeKalb Chamber Facebook page. We will be broadcasting it live through Facebook Live, so you can join us at 6 p.m. So Denise, why don't you tell me a little bit more about Carrie Baldwin, who is one of our ATHENA finalists. How do you know her and how long have you known her?
Okay. I know Carrie Baldwin because I work at Bethany Healthcare and Rehab in DeKalb, and she has been our Director of Nursing for 2.5 years. So that's how I know her.
So can you tell me some examples of how she has excelled in her profession in nursing?
Sure. So Carrie's been involved in providing a clinical site for nursing students from NAU and from CNA students from KEC and Kishwaukee Community College since she arrived. That means providing a safe and local clinical site to dozens. I feel this serves to promote students to work in our community after graduation and provide a much needed workforce for all the community partners in healthcare. So Carrie's very approachable in her daily work. She makes a point of being available on the units. She models professionalism and a willingness to take on any task that needs to be done. She is never in her office. She mentors the students with real-time situations regarding resident and family interactions while counseling and de-escalating sensitive, stressful, emotional situations, which these have only increased since our families are unable to visit their loved ones. So she's a very good mentor.
Can you give me an example or a specific story of how she mentored a young woman or anyone else that she works with?
I don't really have anything specific. I didn't want to be too personal, but basically, what really has demonstrated her excellence and creativity is the pandemic that we're in right now. She shut down our facility in March and has kept the residents and staff safe for over 6 months, and it continues. She's never wavered to outside pressure regarding access to our building, ensuring that those granted access have been tested and adhere to infection control policies. She has a can-do spirit, and this has served the community well, as evidenced by the fact that we have kept our residents, again, and staff safe from the virus. There are daily changes to the IDPH and CMS guidelines that we are charged with implementing, and Carrie demonstrates creativity and excellence in these uncharted waters.
I want to thank all the healthcare workers, Carrie and all the other healthcare workers for doing all of your hard work during this really hard time. And I think, the ATHENA Award, especially right now, is really recognizing the women that have gone above and beyond during the pandemic, whether it's outside of their job or while they're working at their jobs. So speaking of outside jobs, what other involvement has she had in her community?
So Carrie sits on the Kishwaukee College Board of Nursing. And she's invested in making sure this program continues, producing quality healthcare professionals. When the pandemic threatened to leave three students' academic career unfinished because it was March, Carrie worked with school administrators and state regulators to identify a way that these students could complete their program and satisfy the requirements safely. As a side note, 2 of those students opted to begin their healthcare career here at Bethany. So, it was just something that, she saw the need and she went above and beyond for these 3 students. This fall, Bethany and Kishwaukee College are collaborating again in the same fashion to potentially graduate another 18 future healthcare workers. Carrie also works with the Kishwaukee Education Consortium and their Certified Nursing Assistant Training Program for DeKalb County junior and senior high school students. So it's the whole county. And the Registered Nurse Program at Northern Illinois University, allowing them to complete their clinical experience following infection control guidelines. So they need a clinical site. So that's really that's really been important. So, yeah.
Yeah, so clearly Carrie has gone above and beyond with mentoring students, teaching students in a crazy time, especially for healthcare workers. So I think, she deserves a round of applause for that, especially along with all of our other ATHENA finalists who have done so much amazing work for the community and for their careers. So if you want to learn more about Carrie and our other 3 finalists, you can read all of their bios and watch the rest of our videos online at decal.org. And then you can also join us live on October 20th, next Tuesday at 6 p.m. to watch the ceremony live and watch who will be our 31st ATHENA Award recipient. So Denise, thank you so much for being here today, and we will see the rest of you next Tuesday, October 20th. Thank you.
Thank you, Virginia.